Hello everyone and welcome to Wing Chun Wednesday, episode 64. This week, I'm going to be teaching you a quick, actionable Wing Chun technique that you can use right away. So stay tuned. Welcome back, my friends. Okay, so we're going to be teaching you the Tan Sao today. Alright, so Spencer, again, he's had minimal training only in these videos with you, so it's going to be pretty cool, and it's kind of an honest way to get you guys to be able to jump in, to show you how easily you can implement this. It'll take a while to get to the master level, but right here you can see how the science of Wing Chun is purely based on angles and physics. It's quite effective. So we're going to come up to our guard right here, okay? You want to have a pulling back feeling, guys, as if there is a string here or something like that, and it's just pulling back slowly. So the effect of that is that you want to go forward. It's like, you just want to feel it, right? You just open it up like that. Now, cool thing about the punch is that is the Tan Sao, that very position. So that being right in your center, perfect. So other punch, we're here. Just like the chain punch. So now comes the Tan Sao. So I'll just do it first so you guys can see. So just like the punch where you relax like this, you're gonna just open the hand into, remember after the punch and you go like that? That's sort of the end of the Tan Sao. Okay, so you're gonna just open your hand like that and sort of relax it, but you're kind of putting a pressure onto your ribs right there. And you're kind of having the pressure of going to the center. Now, there's a couple key things to remember here, guys. You wanna keep your shoulders as back as you can in this. And you don't wanna lean in with it, okay? You could do that with the Tan Sao, but this is Sulam Tao, okay? So you're just gonna, it's called the little idea. Each idea is very separate. But the importance of the center line starts here, okay? Cool thing is, in Chi Sao, one of the first things is he checks my center line here, and if I have a bad Fook Sao, he gets in, right? So very important to have that down, even at this stage, guys. But anyway, that's the Tan Sao. So let's bring it back, or we can do it with the other hand. So just for now, you're gonna bring that out like this. Perfect, guys. And again, he's applying just a little bit of pressure to his rib cage here as he brings it out. You've seen Donnie Yen do it in the movies a million times, right? Whenever he's gonna fight somebody, he'll set up, he'll do the Tan Sao, he'll turn into some sort of stance, right? Very good, Spencer. And like, yeah, a lot of people do this differently, guys. It comes down to essentially Sifu preference, okay? So it's not like totally straight, but it's very out there, and then they'll kind of play with pushing the shoulder back and adjusting it and stuff. Just do that a couple times, Spencer, with me here. So we're doing this with Tan Sao, guys. Again, just kind of relax it to the center like this, Spencer. And you see it go. And it has a very interesting feeling. Now, with these, you do actually, guys, want to leave the fingers a little bit open. A little bit open. Now, it's weird because in a lot of martial arts, it's all about, you know, perfect form and stuff, but this is actually, it's more feeling and being kind of like malleable and stuff. So with this, it's not even straightened. It's just the slightest bit like that. And the only thing that has a lot of tension is just this right here. And it's kind of a weird feeling, but you're even like kind of cranking this like down and open. And you want to have this feeling, guys, of opening your hand up to the Tan Sao, slightly there. So it's a lot at once. And then, like, you know, you want to relax those slowly and stuff. So it's crazy detail. It's so much to figure out, but we're going to show you why that's important now. So to put this into effect, like I already said, guys, it's sort of like this penetrator into the center line, the Tan Sao. So it opens up, it's kind of relaxing it, just like that. We're gonna cross the pads here, but it's okay. And then boom, very nice. Looks like it's in the center line again, boom. So the beauty of this, guys, is, again, if you see in the movies and stuff, look what happens. There's a punch here, it almost makes him wanna go, right? Don't you feel that? Like, oh, I'm just gonna go right through your throat, or I'm gonna go right through your thing. Again, even in slow-mo here, we're actually gonna have Spencer do the Sulam Tao form and get that feeling again. So say I'm coming with a punch and he kind of just goes forward with the Tan Sao, you feel, without even really getting into the details of it, how that's gonna work. It's deceptive. If you do have athleticism and strength, you can add to that and really pull the trigger. Now, just on that point, so say Spencer has a Tan Sao and we're coming in to some sort of punch, whatever it is, he does that. So the cool thing is, okay, he's here, now what does he do? So remember the punch from Sulam Tao, he essentially, what my Sifu says is like pull the trigger. So now, there are two ways you can utilize the Tan Sao. You can use it to, number one, he could do this and then punch me with that hand, okay? Or he could just turn this into a punch. Now, I love to use this just as is because it penetrates right in. Oh, Tan Sao, and then there's the punch, and like, oh, there's these cool things, and then there's the hit. It's never just like, like very invisible almost, right? It's just like, you'll never see like a bong sound Wing Chun. It's, you know, and then there's the hit. So we're gonna do a couple slow punches for Spencer here, and this is how you guys can apply it with a friend. You know, say I'm standing here and I'm doing a punch, he slides right in, and then I'll do it with the other hand. He slides right in. So you kind of play with that a lot, and again, play with variation, guys, and be creative. Like, let's do it now where he has to stay square. So no pushing forward. So he has to use just the Tan Sao, boom. And that'll give you more like a Sulun Tao feel to it. There you go, Spencer. Yeah, try to keep your shoulders back without adding the twist. Perfect, perfect. Now let's do it so he can do full twist and see the difference. So he'll be able to get very deep, and that would be the full punch, you know, destruction. And again, and for this, guys, I would recommend the center line punch for the beginning stuff. Like, notice how I'm punching on the center line. You can do it with any sort of punch. Again, if I was to come in with a hook or something, you could still cut in with it. But for, you know, a really cool drill like this, just stick with the center line punches. He can come straight in. Very good. And he's already kind of like feeling, without having mastered the technique, it's simple science, right? There's an angle, he's slicing through it, he's diverting it. It's very cool. And then like, we can do the same with me. If he's punching, whatever, boom, there's my Tan Sao. Boom, you can do it with any sort of stance. You could really experiment too. Like, notice, you could do a high one that kind of cuts in late, like that. You could do one that's lower and kind of slides in like that. It's very different, right? And that kind of opens up different possibilities from there, right? So, what do you think? Any questions?
2 questions.
Please.
Well, a question and then just a statement. So, first question is, when we're here, how much, like, just form-wise, does this Tan Sao leave? Like, is there connection?
Oh, you mean
the
here?
elbow to the body?
It connects until you're about here, and then it does leave the body. Keep it on the center line. If you can visualize like my spine, or your spine rather, try and keep it along it as it comes out. So we're here. Again, just that little bit of pressure. You see what I mean? So like, boom, it leaves naturally and it's still on the center line. You would just do that. So you know how everybody's body's different too? If you had like massive arms, you wouldn't be able to get so tight. So the cool thing is, maybe you'd be here. Like, I've seen people that have a lot bigger arms and they're kind of like this with their Tan Sao until they're there and then they come out. So me and you are pretty like thin guys, you know, athletic guys, we can get it in there. And we're also flexible. So most people probably couldn't do that with their arm. They get it in that, they'd be like over here and have like elbow pain or something. So there's a lot of advantages to it. And yeah, sort of the main thing is just trying to keep this back and squared up. And
very
not,
difficult.
I know, it's hard. Yeah. And not to be extended. And the main use of that is, again, if we're here, then, you know, again, this is 1-inch punch territory, but look at the power he has from that distance if he was to extend with all that, you know what I mean? So it's cool. Just a little extra, deceptive, just a little extra energy, and it's sort of that short power stuff where, again, if I'm here, can you imagine the damage you could do with that full extension? So it's cool. It's cool stuff. Okay, second.
All right. Just as someone learning this for the first time,
right,
I think that the shoulders it's the most challenging thing for me that I am aware of right now. Right. That just like to not just
you want to lean in,
one shoulder forward.
Absolutely.
But then it's I just have to tell the audience that when he was doing these punches, and especially when I was doing the punches for him, even though they're very just like practice type punches, I was punching towards him, even though I feel like
it doesn't look like it.
It looks like I'm just like punching off of you, but
exactly. That's important. And yeah, you probably thought, oh, he's like being nice to Spencer, like he's gonna. No, I was actually just trying to do this, guys. Going straight for his center line, and you see what happens. Again, this is not like, and he's not pushing, and he's not going crazy. Let's do it super relaxed just to show him. Again, I won't push either. Just notice what happens. Like he's taking it, because look, he's already here. I would have to be there for the center line. So we can't share it. And and you'll learn later in Chi Sao, and that's why like Chi Sao makes it so natural to feel that, is you're just always fighting for the center line. It's like, oh, if he has it, he can get me, and the slightest bit he can, because if he punches, it's over there. And that's the beauty of Wing Chun. Again, is what's the difference between a knockout punch and a non-knockout is what, like an inch? And it's past me.
I feel like I don't really portray it because I'm very stoic, but it really just like it blows my mind how that's very simple.
It's insanely simple. It almost seems stupid, doesn't it?
It can be applied to any martial art, I think.
Yes.
Boxing would probably be difficult with the gloves on. As just like,
yes, I think it would too.
Just thinking about that, but also look at the sky right now.
Isn't it nice?
We can get. How fantastic that is.
Let's darken it so they can see. Ah, yes. Just take it in for a second.
Great.
Take it in.
I think I just had a great time, and I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while.
Great. No, this is good. And then, okay, he made a really good point. We applied to any martial art. That's why in this episode, I'm not going crazy into the details. Like, I'm sure Sifu watches, oh my God, he needs to fix this and that. He does. But, because it's a principle, guys. Wing Chun is about principles. Throw out some slow punches. Boom. And you see what's happening. And my arm is getting, like, totally compressed. I don't know if you can, you can see the details of that. And look what happened. He's not going, ugh, right? He's
not much power behind me at all.
Right, it's just enough. And what happens is it goes directly to my throat, which is usually not a good place to get punched if I'm, medically accurate in that way. So this is cool. And again, I don't want to get too detailed, guys, because this is a fun, easy drill you can do now. You can do this right now if you had a friend in the room. And you don't need no crazy Wing Chun. You don't need to worry about form too much either. Just play around with it. And even as we play here, I'll pause you halfway through, pause right there. Just notice what changes if you play with it, and then you bring that back a little bit. Now notice like the sort of, I don't know what the word is, like, oh.
There's an urge, yeah.
There's an urge, and there's like a danger to it even, like for me, because if he's like that, guys, even from a different martial arts standpoint, what is it easier for me to do? It's easier for me to turn him around, or to even kind of get around this. Say I was boxing, it's just this extra bit, but if he's totally tucked back, there's nothing. If I slap this thing, nothing happens. And that's the beauty of it. Like I can't control him unless I literally grab his whole body and throw him off somehow. Like like this, he's not gonna move. So that's the thing. Like if I have my tons here and he like slaps my hand or whatever, it's just like I'm ready for anything. Say like some sort of punch here. I could even twist with a tansao, right? Boom. Okay. And now from here we can, you can do that. You can do whatever. If he's over here, I get tansao for the punch right there. But on the other hand, I get tansao on the inside with this. And there's a tanda, which is just tansao with a punch, which essentially is two tansaos. One of them's a punch. And so yeah, I just encourage you to really be creative with your Wing Chun.
I feel like it's something that you, like, just me who hasn't trained in this at all can practice alone, but that it would be so much better just to do it with someone.
Right. And that's why I was keen to, I didn't want to just have him do that for like weeks on his own. I want him to feel it right away. Because now it's like, okay, now I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Having fun with your friends. Do the drills, guys, and just be safe and have fun with it. Again, I could have had Spencer. I could have been like, Spencer, you better block this dude. I'm going to hit you. He wouldn't have got the idea of the tansao. He would have just used his martial arts experience to like block it, like, and made it look like a tansao. Like there's a weird, unique energy in it. And if you can just play with that and somehow leave your ego aside for a little bit. I know it's hard. We all want to be cool and like show off our strength and stuff. Me especially, when I was learning, being an athletic guy, I was like flipping around and stuff, and then I came to Wing Chun. I was like, oh, I want to like be cool and make it look cool. It'll look cool once you get the basics. Even a boxer, a Muay Thai guy, you can implement it. You can. It's invisible, man.
This might be my favorite episode.
Yeah.
So far.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I'm glad. So, yeah, guys, I hope. Again, this may not be the most exciting episode, but it's probably the most valuable. Like, honestly, it really is. Like, and again, that's why I usually don't feel comfortable not being a Sifu teaching stuff like this, but that's why I was keen not to teach the insane details, because you can apply this stuff in 2 minutes or less. Like the idea of the tansao, you can be doing it in 2 minutes less, and like I can be punching him, and he's doing a tansao. Sure, it needs work to be like Yip Man tansao, but dude, it's very simple. And yeah, I could sit here and like add stuff to it all day. Try to be not down energy, just only forward. And like you can feel that again. See, effortless that time.
Yeah.
No, I felt no resistance, and that's the scary part. No resistance. If I'm just like,
it's like the
like the more I put, and like, look, he's almost frozen right now. Like, don't even resist it. The more I push, look, it's just naturally, like, even if he's sitting there, it's like pulling me into it. So I mean, it's crazy, guys. So have fun with it, experiment, and just put your questions in the comments. Follow my Sifu if you want to learn the cool stuff. You can watch us do forms together in the movie Seeking the Bridge if you want to see tansao in action. And yeah, watch our fight scenes if you want to see this thing. Follow Wing Chun News on Facebook, and if you want to be a part of this and learn more Wing Chun, learn more drawing, and just enjoy this positive sort of learning mentality we have, go ahead and hit subscribe and join the philosophers. We'll be glad to have you. Thanks, guys. See you around town and enjoy this view.